Try it right now. Reach over. Tickle the bottom of your own foot. Nothing happens. No laughter, no squirming, no reaction at all. Now imagine someone else doing the exact same thing, with the exact same fingers, at the exact same pressure. You'd be on the floor. Same touch, same nerve endings, same brain. So why does one version feel like nothing, and the other feel like an emergency? This isn't a quirk of ticklishness. This is one of the oldest security systems the human brain ever built, and it's still running, silently, inside you, 150,000 years after it was designed. Your body is a living fossil, and today, we're going to find out what it's still protecting you from. Picture the African savanna, roughly 150,000 years ago, before language, before fire pits, before shelter as we know it. A small band of early humans sleeps together in the open grass, bodies pressed close for warmth and safety. In the dark, a hand brushes against an arm. That single, unexpected touch could mean one of two things. A companion, shifting in sleep. Or something with teeth, testing whether the group is awake. For an ancient human, the ability to instantly tell the difference wasn't a luxury, it was survival software. A brain that couldn't tell my own hand from something else's hand was a brain seconds away from being someone's dinner. So, evolution did something remarkably elegant. It built a brain that could predict its own movements and quietly cancel out the sensations they caused. In the 1990s, a neuroscientist, Sarah-Jayne Blakemore, ran an infamous experiment at University College London. She built a simple machine, a robotic arm that could tickle a person's palm, either instantly or with a tiny, half-second delay. The instant version barely registered. The delayed version, suddenly ticklish again. That tiny delay was enough to fool the brain into treating it as external. Brain scans revealed the reason. A structure called the cerebellum, tucked at the base of your skull, constantly predicts the sensory consequences of your own movements. Before your fingers even finish moving, your brain has already calculated exactly what it should feel. When the prediction matches the sensation perfectly, the brain does something almost dismissive. It mutes the signal, because if you already know it's coming, it isn't information, it's noise. This wasn't the biggest surprise. Here's the deeper twist. This isn't really about tickling at all. It's about threat detection. The cerebellum's job was never stop me from laughing at myself. Its job was to instantly answer one life or death question, thousands of times a day. Did I cause this, or did something else? Self-caused sensations got filtered out, because they were already explained. Predictable, safe, unexplained sensations. Sensations with no internal cause got amplified, flagged, sent straight to the emotional alarm systems of the brain. Ticklishness is simply the leftover echo of that ancient alarm. Your brain still remembers a world your eyes have never seen, a world where an unexplained touch in the dark could be the last thing you ever felt. But this is where it gets strange for modern humans. That same self versus other detector didn't disappear when we built cities. It's still running underneath everything. It's why a hug from someone else releases a flood of oxytocin and lowers cortisol, while wrapping your own arms around yourself barely moves the needle, physiologically. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar has spent decades studying social touch in humans and primates, and his research points to something remarkable. Touch from another person isn't just comforting. It's one of the oldest bonding technologies our species ever evolved. Older than language itself, built into grooming behaviors that cemented trust between individuals for millions of years. Your nervous system is, quite literally, built to treat touch from another human as more important than almost any other signal it receives. Which means when modern humans go without it, through isolation, remote work, touch, starved cities, life lived through screens, the brain doesn't just feel lonely, it feels unconfirmed, unverified, like a prediction with no one to check it against. Civilization changed. Human biology didn't. The real story starts here. Because tickling turns out to be a strange kind of natural experiment. 1. Your brain runs constantly, without you noticing, to answer a question far bigger than is this funny. The question is, am I alone right now, or am I not? Self-touch answers, alone, explained, no threat, no update needed. Touch from someone else answers, not alone, someone else exists, close enough to reach you, and your brain treats that as information worth reacting to. With laughter, with a flinch, with warmth. Laughter researcher Robert Pervine found something that fits perfectly here. People are up to 30 times more likely to laugh in the presence of others than completely alone. Laughter, like ticklishness, was never really a private experience. It's a social signal, wired for connection, not solitude. So what does an ancient survival reflex have to do with your life today? More than it should. If your nervous system was built to treat other people's touch as proof that you are safe, seen, and not alone, then modern loneliness isn't just an emotional experience, it's a biological one. A system built for constant social confirmation, running for long stretches with no signal at all. This is why something as simple as a hug, a hand on the shoulder, or sitting shoulder to shoulder with another person can lower stress in ways that scrolling a phone never will. Not because touch is old-fashioned, because it is ancient, and your biology never got the memo that anything changed. So the next time you try to tickle yourself and nothing happens, you're not failing at something. You're witnessing a 150,000-year-old alarm system, still faithfully doing its job, quietly telling you, this is you, you're safe, nothing to see here. And the next time someone else's touch makes you laugh, flinch, or feel suddenly, unmistakably not alone, that's the same ancient system doing the opposite job, confirming that another human is close enough to matter. The greatest technology humans ever evolved wasn't the smartphone. It was the ability to know, instantly, without a single word, someone else is here. Ancient humans never disappeared. They became you.